inner tubes. While a lot of people are going to tubeless these days, I still think there's a big space in the bike industry for inner tubes. However, there's loads of different types. So this is going to be a video of the pros and cons of a few different types of inner tubes and trying to work out really what is best for you. So the three main types of inner tubes on the market currently are Butyl inner tubes, which is our bog standard traditional inner tube, a latex inner tube, which is a premium, lightweight, kind of supple inner tube, and then the new kid on the block, which is the TPU inner tube, thermoplastic tube. These ones have really taken the internet by storm and super light and really interesting. So starting with the trusty old favorite, the Butyl inner tube. This is what you'll see on pretty much 90% of bikes, ranging from your £50 supermarket bikes, even can be supplied on bikes up to £10,000. So Butyl is a tough, resistant material. It's really airtight, holds air really well, so it makes a perfect material for an inner tube. You can pump your tyres up, forget about them, and it will not go bad. However, I do believe that technology has moved on and there's not really any place for this inner tube in high-end bikes. It's slow, it's heavy, and quite frankly, why would you put that in a bike, especially when you're spending a lot of money on it to make it as fast as possible? So the Butyl tube has been used for ages. It will continue to be used for ages. It's cheap. It does the job okay. However, if you're looking at all the upgrades you can make on your bike, you've got aero bars, aero wheels, aero frame, and you're still running Butyl tubes, then I think you just need to maybe look at where you can save some precious watts, because quite frankly, in terms of watt savings, you know, you're doing nothing with this. Moving over to the latex tube, a personal favorite of mine, and in my opinion, a great all-rounder and a perfect upgrade that you can make to your bike for not too much money. So firstly, it's pink. They also come in green as well. And if that's not enough to sell it to you, wait till I say that you can save almost 10 watts by swapping to a latex inner tube. Now, that's something that you'd maybe spend thousands of pounds to try and save with a set of fancy carbon wheels. So by saying that you can just do it with 30 quid's worth of upgrade, that's a winner in my books. There are some drawbacks to latex, however, so obviously it's a little bit more expensive than a Butyl tube. Also, they are a little bit more porous, so they are going to lose a little bit of air overnight. So you're looking at maybe 15 psi drop in 12 hours. So something to maybe look into. However, I think for the performance gain you get and how great they feel, it's a great compromise to make. So on top of their incredible watt savings in rolling resistance, they are also incredibly light. They're under half the weight of a standard Butyl tube. So again, if you're looking at spending money on getting lighter wheels to save 100 grams, swap into a couple of latex tubes and you can make that saving for a fraction of the cost. Finally, it's the new kid on the block, the TPU tube, or the thermoplastic inner tube. It's weird looking, to say the least. It kind of resembles a bit of plastic that you maybe would find in the ocean. These are incredibly light, so you can get ones that weigh around 20 to 30 grams, and they're incredibly light for a same amount of puncture protection that you would get on a normal Butyl tube. However, they are extremely expensive. These ones here from Continental, which we find to be some of the more reliable and better TPU tubes, are £30. So it's quite a lot of money to spend on an inner tube, but when you're saving 100 grams a tube compared to a heavy Butyl tube, it's a massive amount of weight saving. These don't lose air overnight like a latex tube. However, they aren't quite as fast with their rolling resistance. But if it's weight weaning that you're doing, then a TPU tube is going to be the best. So the pros and cons of each of these tubes are that, well, the Butyl tube, it's super easy to install, it's super cheap, and it holds air for a long time. So this is going to be great for your everyday rider who's not too fussed about getting dropped or getting fast or just, you know, performance focus. If you're riding to work and back, you want a dependable tube that's cheap, that is going to be really good, the Butyl tube. Moving on to the latex, pros of this are, you know, it's super fast. So for your performance focused cyclist, this is going to be great. Also for people who want a little bit more suppleness, maybe a little bit more comfort through their tyres, this is going to really help you there. However, it's not one for someone who is maybe not as mechanically minded. It's a little bit more faffy to install into your bike, and the fact that you're going to have to pump your tyres up twice a day maybe put people off. But yeah, it's there for those people who want that extra watt saving and aren't bothered about the little bit of extra faff that's involved with it. And then finally, the TPU tube. So, you know, it's incredibly light. It's great at air retention. They go incredibly small as well, so if you need a spare in your pocket, you can pop one in. However, it's expensive, so if you are going to be riding and commuting in areas where you maybe pick up punctures quite a lot, just think about that. It maybe save it as an event-only inner tube, because it's going to get expensive. You keep running over glass. So yeah, 3 different inner tubes, all with their different purposes, all with their different pros and cons. What do you think's best?